My name is Kevin Campion. I'm here with Deep Green Wilderness. If you haven't yet, please come visit our table that's at the end of the hall there. We have free stickers, North Pacific right whale postcards, and a bunch of other stuff you guys can check out. Primarily what Deep Green Wilderness does is we go to sea with teenagers to teach them conservation, marine biology, and sailing skills. So we spend a week, up to 3 weeks at a time with groups of high school or junior high students on board, learning about whales and learning about how to effectively use conservation to save those whales, and how saving those whales can help save the Salish Sea and the ocean. So that's mostly what we do, but I'm not here to talk about that today. What I am here to talk about is North Pacific right whales. So raise your hand if you know or knew before today that there were right whales that lived in the Pacific off our coast. That's pretty good. That's about half of folks. And this is probably one of the most informed whale crowds, right, that I'm ever going to talk to about this. And so I'm going to take this opportunity to thank Orca Network for all the awesome work that all you guys do. It's an incredible organization. Yeah, full round of applause for these guys. And thank you guys for being here to be informed about this stuff as well. But it was through Orca Network that I first learned about North Pacific right whales, because in 2013 there was a North Pacific right whale sighted at the entrance to the Straits of Juan de Fuca. And I read that post and I paused, because I didn't know that there were right whales in the Pacific. And I teach about whales, and I like to think I know about whales. Apparently I didn't know about whales, because here's a whale species that lived off our coast that I could encounter, that I didn't even know existed. And so it turns out these whales, North Pacific right whales, are, if not they're at least one of the most endangered populations of whales in the world. So the entire population numbers probably less than 350, and the eastern Pacific population, which lives between Mexico and the Bering Sea, numbers less than 50. And these are two genetically distinct populations. So we have off our coast less than 50 North Pacific right whales, critically endangered. And the reason being is these guys were hunted to near extinction in the middle of the 19th century. So between 1840 and 1849, they think that about 30,000 whales were taken in that 9-year period, all by hand, all by sailing, whaling, right? All boats out of the East Coast. So pretty wild numbers to consider. They were actually one of the first whales ever protected, so there was a moratorium on killing them that went into place in 1935. However, some illegal whaling persisted after that, to the point where now we have this very remnant population that live off our coast. So we did a little back of the napkin calculations a while ago, and it turns out that these whales are sighted less than Sasquatch. So that gives you a little concept of exactly how rare they are. So we fell in love with these guys after that post in 2013, started reading about them, and we're making a film about them. So I'm about to show you our trailer for the film that we're making. We're about a year from having the film done. We're about a little over halfway through shooting it. So there's a bunch of interviews and other things that you won't see in this trailer, but this is what we have so far. If you guys are interested in right whales, if you're interested in this film, or if you're interested in getting a teen out on our boat for the summer, please come talk to us or visit our website at deepgreenwilderness.com. And Lindsay T-Rex Walker, who's the other producer in the film, and I will be kicking around all day. So let me see if I can fire this thing up here. Which one do I make it big with? Right? Oh, there we go.
Well, my grandpa says this land is made of the dust of our ancestors. So there's probably the dust of them all around here as well. We're probably standing on right whales right now.
And how many days have you been on board looking for whales?
What day is this? 35 or something?
thing with right whales with me was just, it started with that picture that we've all seen, 1951 at Cole Harbor, is the last right whale. Back then, it was dead, unfortunately, but was the size of this thing.
They didn't realize it was a right whale. They're whalers. If anybody knew a right whale, they're the experts. You're going on a mission to find the most endangered whale of all.
We could see all of these whale blows, and we knew that one of them could be a right whale.
What we have to do is realize that the whales are barometers for our value systems.
I don't know what goes through my head if I see a whale, but I know through my heart I get more excited. I get more excited, I just get happy. I really hope for those whales that they are protected.
I have not seen any North Pacific right whales yet, other than in my dreams.
They're out there. That 2013 whale off Haida Gwaii was beside a fishing boat. The fishing boat had no idea that they were beside the needle in the gigantic haystack. Difficult to find. They still exist. They've suffered the impacts, the absence of precaution, the absence of connection, and that is something every day that each of us can rectify for the sake of right whales wherever they may be, and for the sake of ourselves and future generations.
Questions? So the question is, did we find the right whale? And you're gonna have to watch the film to find out. That's a perfect question to end on, actually. So.